Hello, friends. It's a great Tuesday morning. I have my coffee. It's bougie because I like bougie coffee. Today, I just want to talk about a few things that I learned in the course, working and growing with all of you. And I want to start with tension. Tension is defined as the state of being stretched tight or mental or emotional strain. But what does tension mean to you as writers? What does it mean to your student writers? What does it mean to your reluctant writers? For me, it is the struggle between safety and glory. It is the slack line we tiptoe across, the cavernous echoes of self-doubt as we journey to find who we are. It is a fight between academic success and discovering our true voices. Becoming a writer is about breaking the tension. This course brought some reality to me. One is teaching can be a challenge. How do we teach for the best academic success without simply teaching the test? I think one way is through modeling. We can model our own writing process and guide students through their own steps. We can show students how to show, not tell. It requires that we're willing to show our own weaknesses and struggles to help our students see that they're not alone. That is built on relationship. Relationship is defined as the way in which two or more concepts, objects, or people are connected, or the state of being connected. What does relationship mean to you as a teacher? What does it mean to your students? For me, it's about setting the foundation. It is the brick and mortar we stack and the trestles we place to make that slack line safer. It is building the bridge of trust between student and teacher. It is about helping our student writers break the tension. Teaching reluctant writers may be a daunting endeavor. If anything I've learned from listening to Dr. Sloan, that is probably number one. It requires building trust, building relationships, and seeking opportunities to praise any success a student has. I think there's evidence for teaching writing as a process and its possibility for success, even with reluctant writers. But what if we never quite get to every specific grammatical rule? What if our students don't find their voice in one semester? What if we are vulnerable with them and then they use it against us? All that is about risk. Risk is defined as a situation involving exposure to danger. Now, perhaps most of us won't feel actual exposure to danger like Dr. Sloan perhaps has. But we need to ask, what does risk mean to you as a writing teacher? What does it mean to your aspiring writers? What does it mean to your resistant writers? For me, it is the leap of faith. It is about risking process over product. It is about vulnerability and authenticity that build trust, break the tension, and seek the triumph of true voices writing with daring, bold, genuine creativity. It is about glory. Glory, voice, bold writing. I learned that taking risk in writing is good, and teaching writing. I learned that letting students in and trusting them is the best way to build their trust in me, and that those relationships, they take work. I learned that tension is a normal part of overcoming our writing demons. These challenges, for me, all boil down to one idea. We are all reluctant writers at some time or other. So the question I feel we addressed in this class is how we, teachers and students alike, move from where we are or where we were to where we want to be. That takes reflection. Reflection is defined as serious thought or consideration. As I consider this semester and my experience in learning with all of you, there are many lessons I could recount. I want to take a moment to highlight those which are most important to me: relationships, risk, and reflection. Teaching any writer, but especially those who are hesitant, unsure, or nervous, means building up their confidence. We cannot be effective here without getting to know them, understanding where their voice might be safely hiding, and then getting to the why behind their resistance to writing. A relationship built on trust is the first step to opening that door. Then we need to get them writing. They trust us, and therefore we risk it all by writing with them, letting them see our struggles, and encouraging a daily writing habit in them. As they begin to see that we are not the harsh judge from day one, maybe they will let loose a little the madman. We must take the risk, ultimately, on the process, and then let it work. Finally, if we or our students are to learn anything, we must look back at where we were. Had we really considered what a reluctant writer is before this course? Is it a child? Is it a boisterous teenager? Dr. Sloan, is it a felon? I personally have a new appreciation for the vast forms a reluctant writer might take. But I believe one who reflects on how far they've come at least has a shot of progress. Experience without reflection is a forgotten face. John Dewey said, "We do not learn from experience. We learn from reflecting on experience." And if we let our student madmen run amok in reflective writing, perhaps they too will learn something while they are writing, and thereby become at least less reluctant writers. To that end, let's talk about glory. Glory is defined as magnificence or great beauty. There is glory in a writer's growth, and maybe not always by way of high renown or honor won by notable achievements. Though I think we can honor our reluctant writers for becoming less reluctant. But there is glory, perhaps by way of great pride or pleasure in their success, maybe even a little bit in our role in their success. But certainly, watching the writer break out of their shell and get closer to discovering their writing voice is something of magnificence or great beauty. Friends, it's been an awesome semester with you. I hope you've had a great summer. And I tell you what, as we move into the fall, I wish you the best of luck. If you ever want me to read something with you or for you, please don't hesitate to reach out. I wish you all the best, and have a great end of your summer session. See you later.